Hey, this is Sam Black with my second match with Mono White aggro and Cube. I have a pretty sweet hand. I'm going to keep it. I'm on the play with 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. And Mutavault attacking whenever. Ooh, straight up curve into hero. I'm into that. So I'm going to have a choice between ticking up the hanger back and playing this face up, or playing this face down. And I don't currently know which one's going to be better. Looks like this face down, or I could just play this thing. I think it's better to just play the Mirran Crusader, as it represents a lot more damage, and there's no upside to playing the Morph. My hope is to make my opponent regret this Dreadbore decision as quickly and thoroughly as possible with this Hero Blade Hold. This draw seems great. Alright, that's a great way for my opponent to be spending mana right now. This is the kind of thing that might be, well, I might as well see your hand before I concede because I can't win. That is my hope. Alright. Let's make this thing a creature. Alright. Fine. So if my opponent blocks Soldier, you go to 1. I think I'm down with that. Potentially turns them off red mana. That's kind of sweet. If my opponent plays a Sweeper, Mutavault's lethal. Don't see any great reasons not to deploy Mother of Runes here. Okay, this is all going pretty effortlessly. There's like a case to be made for bringing in Ranger of Eos. My opponent's a bunch of removal. That's a good grindy card. But I just don't think it's better than my other stuff. I guess there's a case to be made for it over like Banisher Priest, but cutting a 3 Banisher Priest is pretty bad against a bunch of removal, and I only saw a guy with a come into play effect that I wouldn't want to banish a priest into removal. Alright, I'll hedge away from banish a priest for Ranger of Eos. This hand's great. That's even a good draw. That's like the one thing this hand was missing. I think I like playing Gather and holding up Path rather than playing this guy. Playing this guy before there are other creatures in my graveyard is not as good as playing it later, and Gather is good with Battle Cry. It means either way I'm putting 4 power into play. So if I path this, I'm hitting for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1 short of lethal. I don't want to ramp my opponent and then hit for 1 short of lethal, so I'm just going to path the Solemn. Oh, I could unexpectedly absent it. Totally fine with my opponent casting this next turn. Well, that's not the best. I could path a guy to go up to 4 mana. It should let me play Ranger of Eos, but I'd be down a path. Ultimately not going to do much with the mana, and I'm fine just playing this guy instead. Playing this guy is actually totally great because a removal spell just puts lethal into play. It's hard for these colors to exile it. And I have answers for 2 blockers. Okay, so my opponent's on kill this as an instant to not die. Similar. I think it's better to play this thing than the Ranger because it's likely that I get to untap with it and then use 2 removal spells to push lethal. This thing's good for grinding, but I'm already set up to do that to the extent that my deck can do it, and I want to just focus on ending the game. Or put differently, the cards that the Ranger puts in my hand can always be put into my hand, and this puts the best thing into play. Alright, we'll go for it. Quick and easy.